What it is John Vossi doing a response video to my response video from Lawrence, and just commenting a little bit. Yeah, it's true that we need order in our lives to maintain structure. I never denied that, but what I was denying is the whole concept of Christianity. Period. I think Christianity, in a sense, is the downfall of black people, period. This is the same, religion that convinced a certain group of people that we were less than. I believe that it does, at some degree, preaches classism, which is the father of racism, you know. And I think people a lot of times get it twisted. And a lot of people, a lot of times nitpick at it, nitpick at scriptures to fit their own lifestyle, where they ignore one scripture and they go with another one, to make that other one fit their own lifestyles to justify what they do. As far as the Sodom and Gomorrah situation, from what I understand it was a city full of pedophiles, not just homosexuals, but adult men sleeping with little boys. And what's really weird or ironic in a sense about that is the main people getting caught sleeping with little boys are Christian preachers. Mr. Eddie Long and whoever else you want to name. I'm in Wisconsin, and it was about 3 preachers that got caught here, molesting. Some dude done molested 200 kids over 22 years. Like, why is that happening? If they reading the same stuff, So I think, yeah, the city was destroyed, but I don't think the concept was destroyed. What good is killing, the mother roach if you don't get rid of the children, So I think in the sense, that whole situation was like killing the mother roach and letting the children live. And the children breed and, continue to spread the virus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we do need structure. Homosexuality, I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. I'm going to just say it's none of our damn business. People are freaks. People are being possessed by sexuality, period. And it's a lot of things that, like I said, sex was supposed to be a sacred bond between a man and a woman. Now, it's everywhere. It's being promoted in, video games and TVs and children cartoons, and, they tonguing each other down on Twilight and all this other stuff, stuff made for children. Yeah, they don't show no blood, but come on now, they insinuating sex or something like that, so, but I don't think, I think Christianity is slowly dying. People no longer fear God like they used to. It was a period of time where if you said "goddamn," you in shackles, you going to jail. For saying your Lord's name in vain. It's a period of time where you couldn't do none of that. If you look the wrong way, you in the shackles. You in what they like to call irons. Where they hook you in, put your head through the little thing. And I think people, religion is the devil's way of infiltrating the church. It divides people. It actually does. How many Christians have you ran into that got their chest sticking all the way to hell out, looking down on people like they're greater than, That's the whole concept. I do believe that there is something out there greater than us that we do not understand. We're never going to understand God. We're never going to understand, the concept of Jesus or nothing like that, because, in the Bible, in Genesis, it said that, where my book at? But it said that that the sons, no, the children of God saw the sons of man, and that they were beautiful and made them as wives, and their offspring were wicked, and God saw that they were wicked. We are wicked. We're wicked. He's barely hanging us on to us as it is, for the sake of us being his so-called grandchildren, but we're wicked. We're wicked by nature, and we use God. It's strippers and porno stars sitting up there talking about something. I like to thank God first. And I like, come on, man. You thanking God for what, for you being possessed by demons? You thanking God for that, or money is supposed to be the root of all evil, yet still people get on their knees and pray to God for money. Why are people praying to God for wickedness? You know, and then when they achieve, you know, their level of evilness, they thinking God still is God evil? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, the concept of Christianity, like I said before, we don't, you can't really get the full story, because that's not the full Bible. It's not the full Bible. That's not, you know, there's been 26 or more, when I Googled it, 26 or more chapters omitted from the Bible. You know, how you gonna get the full story if you ain't read the whole damn book? How you gonna tell me the ending of a movie if you didn't watch it all? You know, and it's just like, I can't really, you know, can't really focus on that type of genre of religion when I can't even get the full story. You know, I can't even get like the full, like, what, it doesn't even, you know, it doesn't even mention dinosaurs and nothing like that. Yeah, the preachers might try to flip it and try to say, you know, when they were talking about this, they were talking about dinosaurs, and when they were talking about this, they were talking about, you know, nomads and giants and all the other stuff like that. But really, you know, a lot of things have been omitted. You know, and another thing about the Bible, because I see that you're Christian, you know, that's good, you know, that, you know, it being Christian brings a structure to you. You know, it brings like a righteousness up about you. But at the same time, it's still, to me, a crooked religion, especially for black people. You know what I'm saying? When I go to church, or when I look, you know, at religious or Christian things, why I don't ever see no black angels? Why I don't ever see no black angel paintings on the wall or nothing like that? Why I don't ever go to the Vatican, you go to the Holy See, or anything holy that has anything to do with ancient Christianity? Why are there no black people? And this is supposed to have taken place around a spot with, you know, a lot of black people. Should have been a lot of black people. You know, if it's like upper in Africa or Middle Eastern or something like that, there should have been. But when you watch, why are there no black people in Passion of the Christ? Why are there no black people? Why does Jesus have blonde hair and blue eyes and all this stuff? And I think this is what triggered, you know, the racism, where people think, you know, if God's white, if you watch Uncle Tom's Cabin, it says this: God white, Jesus is white, then the white man is the supreme being of the earth. And, you know, they believe this, and this is why, you know, black people hate themselves, because they feel that they're not close to God, because we've been convinced that we're less than, that at a period of time we wasn't even human to the Christian culture. You know, we were cursed people, we were this, that, and the bud. You know, we came over and Indians tried to scrub our blackness off with rocks and mud. I don't know if you ever heard that story, but, you know, there are no, you know, do black people go to heaven? Why, whenever you see a painting or a depiction of heaven, there are no black people? There are none. And then next, you know, we hate ourselves, and, you know, if you light skin, you're better. You know what I'm saying? You cute for a dark girl, and this goes for this hate, self-hate. I ain't never heard a white person say that baby too white. I ain't never heard a Mexican say that baby too Mexican. But I have heard a black person say that baby too black. Why is that? Why is that? Where did that come from? I think it came from Christianity. I think it came from the whole concept. But you got to ask yourself this question: what were black people worshiping before we were slaves? If you can give me an African book dating back to, you know, 1350, I will shut my mouth. I will be quiet. You know, before we were slaves, you know. What were black people worshiping before we were slaves? So you mean to tell me that the earth is 6 billion years old and the Bible is only 2,000 years old? And black people were only enslaved for like 400, 500 years. So in between that, you know, 6 billion, you know, or you know, 5 billion, 900 million, you know, between that period of time, what were we worshiping? What were we doing? Were we talking to Jesus? What were we doing? And we fell into this false prospect of progress, where we think, you know, where we're stripping our own identities from ourselves. You know, you can't tell a Spanish person not to talk Spanish, or you can't tell, you know, an Irish person not to be Irish. You know, not to, you know, celebrate the 4-leaf clover, nothing like that. But what do we really know about ourselves? You know, as a people, this is why the whole concept of Christianity, I think, is destroying us. And I know I'm getting off topic, because we're supposed to be talking about being gay, I guess, or the gay culture, and the homosexual culture. You know, I met a lot of gay people, and a lot of gay men are at peace with each other. You know, they get along just fine more than, you know, a husband and wife would, you know, fighting, arguing. They you know, they work it out. Why do you think the CEO of Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying, they got senators and all type of people in high power, they're all gay. They're all gay. Because they found the time to focus. Most men spend their whole life. Most men spend their whole life trying to impress women. You don't get a car with 24-inch rims for your damn self. No, you get it so the girls will look at you. You dress fresh so the girls will look at you. You get your nice haircut so the girls will look at you. You work out so the girls will look at you. But then when you get married, you let yourself go because you done got your girl. So you spend your whole life chasing women. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know if I touched on the subject. Sometimes I ramble when I get into it, but, you know, that's just my video response. Looking forward to hear from you. Thanks for the first video response. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Johnny Vaz out.